Hi everybody and welcome back to my Futureshock campaign. Zed has found his way out of the jungle, but Millie is still injured and she needs some kind of medical treatment. Luckily, Razor, who was rescued by Zed in the last mission, because of old friendship and also slightly because Zed had high hopes that Razor would have knowledge of where to find valuables, is willing to join the Warband and provide information that sounds very interesting to Zed. Before Razor was captured in the jungle, he was trying to infiltrate a downed spacecraft in search for valuable cargo. Razor's own equipment is still in the spacecraft, and there are also valuables, as well as medical supplies, at least according to Razor. Zed is, of course, still the undisputed leader of the Warband. He has a skill of +4. He's armed with an +3 assault rifle and has a +2 flak armor, and then he has an extra point of health. Next to him, Evangeline. She is a +2 street punk armed with +2 katanas and a +1 light combat vest. And then we have Hobb. He is a Juve +1 armed with a pistol +2. Finally, Razor will join this mission. He's a +3 skilled soldier and he's armed with Millie's equipment, a +2 pistol and a +1 knife. Zed has spotted soldiers patrolling the area around the downed spacecraft, and they are now inside. There are 3 soldiers with +3 skill, and they are armed with +3 rifles. And then they have a leader. He is a +4 skilled leader with a +2 pistol and a +2 chain blade. And that worries Zed because these guards in uniform with identical weapons have a tendency to be hard to mess with. Well, anyway, the Warband is ready to enter the downed spacecraft. There are 6 positions inside the spacecraft where the soldiers can be, but we don't know exactly where. Besides that, Razor have told that there is a crate with valuable cargo as well as a crate with medical supplies. Finally, there is also a crate with Razor's own equipment. And then he mentions something about strange glowing containment tanks. But, well, that should be nothing to worry about, really. The 3 different crates are worth 1 victory point each. When the Warband enters the downed spacecraft, they will not be detected to begin with, so they have a chance to sneak through the corridors and the rooms. But we'll get back to that. First, let's go to round 1. Razor is the first Warband member to enter the spacecraft, and his first action will be to move to the door. And he can sneak, or at least attempt to sneak undetected, if he can pass a roll with his skill versus the environment of a D10. And if he can make that roll, he will sneak silently and undetected. He rolls a 7, and the environment is a 4. He will pass. So he will move 4 inches to the first door. His next action will be to open the door, and he will also try to do that without making any noise. And he will be successful with that as well. He will open the door. No soldiers will notice anything. But Razor can see the first position where there could be a soldier, and I have asked my AI to keep track of the positions and the soldiers, and there is no one here. Next Warband member to activate is Hobb. He will also move to the first door and attempt to do it without a sound. And he will make it as well. He only has a skill of 1, but that's enough. Now, can he open the door as well? Yes, he can, but he will make noise while doing so. And that will alert the nearest position if there is a soldier. Let's see here. At location 2, there is soldier C. The 3rd soldier in the line here will notice the noise and immediately activate and move towards Hobb. And then he will take a shot. He will shoot with 6. And Hobb only has a defense of 1, but he is in cover. That'll be 2. But the soldier will make the shot. Hobb is hit, and he will take 1 wound. Zed will enter next, and he will go the same way as Hobb. He will actually run. He will use both his actions, and he will stand right in the middle of the room. At the next location, number 3, There is also no one. But what about here? The leader will be in the middle of the downed spacecraft. In the far left corner, another soldier, and also one close to the crate with Razor's equipment. And now we have all the soldiers in position, and they can activate as normal. This one will activate first, and he will move to this position down the corridor towards Set. Evangeline activates, and she will attempt to stay undetected. And that will be a +2 environment roll, because that's more difficult now with the soldiers on guard. But she will make it, and she will silently run as a ninja all the way down the corridor here. She is not detected by the soldier. The commander is trying to find out what's going on. He will move to the center of this room, and the final soldier will just stay where he is, because he's not really aware of any of the Warband members. That will conclude the first round. Unfortunately for Set, some of the Warband members were already detected. Let's go to round 2. Round 2 will begin with initiative roll as normal. D10 plus the highest skill of the Warband, so that's +4 in both cases, and Set will win. Great for him, and he will activate first. He will shoot at the soldier with a +7 versus a +3. And that's a decent roll, and the soldier will be hit. Now, Set can try to shoot again, and here I have one of my own special rules. The second shot or attack action will be with -1. If he can hit the guard here, he will eliminate him. And wow, what a roll! The soldier here will be defenseless. Set stepped in to defend Hobb, and he did that in the most effective way. The soldier here will be blasted down in the corridor. But now, Set is a target himself. The soldier here has a clear line of sight, and he's within 12 inches. He will immediately return fire. He will shoot with 6, and Set will defend with 6. Ooh, and the soldier is a capable marksman. He will hit Set, and he will lose 1 of his 3 health points. But the soldier can also target Set a second time. This time he will shoot with 5 versus 6. He rolls a 2, and Set will beat that. So, no hit this time. Hobb steps into the corridor. He moves 4 inches, and then he takes a shot back at the soldier. The soldier has a skill of 3, and Hobb also 3 when he shoots with his pistol. Hobb rolls a 5, and the soldier will defend that. The commander here can hear gunfire down the corridors, but he has no visible targets. Instead, he will stay where he is and use both his actions to guard. Evangeline will once again try to stay undetected when she moves, and this is increasingly harder. She will have to roll versus environment +4. And she can do it. She will complete the movement, but she'll make noise while doing so, and she's now detected by the soldier here. Of course, he will immediately react and chase her. With both his actions, he will move 10 inches, not enough to catch up with her. Razor will then activate, move 4 inches, and shoot the soldier in the back. Razor shoots with +5, and the soldier will not defend that, so he takes 1 wound. And that was both Razor's actions. And that was also the last action in the second round, with a lot of gunfire and all the units activated. Let's go to round number 3. Initiative roll again. A 7 from Set, and he will win the initiative once again. Evangeline will run away from the soldier chasing her, But she takes a chance, and she runs into line of sight of the commander on guard, and he will take a reaction shot at Evangeline. He shoots with 6, and Evangeline has a defense of 3. He shoots with a pistol. The commander rolls a 10. Not much to do for Evangeline here. She will be hit and lose 1 hit point. She will be able to continue her movement up to 10 inches. And that will take her down the corridor and also possibly around the corner where she will get some cover. Let's see, yeah. She'll be able to move just around the corner. So she was hit, but the commander, of course, shot several times. Let's check out if he also hit the containment tank. He will roll 1d10 versus d10 environment dice and add his skill. He rolls 7. Ooh, but that's a 10. One of his shots will accidentally hit the containment tank, and the tank will break. Out comes an unknown organism, paralyzed inside the tank, but now very much alive. The soldier closest to Razor will turn around and fire his rifle back at Razor. The soldier rolls 11, and Razor does the same. It's the same result, but the soldier will have to roll higher to hit him. So, no hit. Instead, the soldier will move around up to this corridor 4 inches away from Razor. Also out of line of sight. Now the unknown organism will activate and attack the closest target. Unfortunately, the closest is Evangeline, so it will be able to reach her with 4 inches. It has a skill of 3 and will attack with a +2 melee attack. And with a very high roll, Evangeline will have no chance. She'll take her second hit and go down, defeated by the unknown organism. And it's still looking for prey. Elsewhere in the down spacecraft, Hobb will take his pistol and aim it at the soldier. The soldier will get 4 in defense, he is slightly in cover, and Hobb will fire with +3. And that looks good. The soldier is not able to defend. He will take 1 wound. And then Hobb will have to decide what to do. Maybe a second shot with a less chance to hit. No, instead he will move to the crate. And he can use an action in the next round to find what's inside. Some kind of valuables, but we will see about that, because now the soldier will activate and he will move down the corridor and have line of sight to Hobb here. And now it's time to return fire. That will be very difficult for Hobb to defend, and he will not do it. He was already hit, so he will take his second hit and go down just in front of the crate before he managed to search it. Zed activates. His first action is to move, and the second is to shoot at the commander. And he will hit. The commander will not be able to defend. The commander will lose 1 hit point, but we also have to see if Zed can control his fire. He will have to roll versus the environment, and if not, he can beat that. He will hit the containment tank here. But Zed really has control of what he does. Only the commander was hit. Immediately after, the commander fires back at Zed. He shoots with 6, and Zed has 6 in defense. And the commander rolls 8. This could be really bad for Zed. He could lose his second hit point, but he rolls a 9. He dodges the bullet and stands strong. The commander could fire again, but he moves into cover, out of line of sight of Zed, and that could be a wise move. Finally, it's Razor's turn, and he has several options. He could chase down the soldier, but instead he spends his 2 actions to run up to the crate. He knows that it contains his equipment, and that is one of the objectives. But maybe Zed could have used some help, because Evangeline is down and Hobb is down, and there is an unknown organism loose inside the spacecraft. Let's go to round number 4. The round will begin with initiative, and this time the unknown organism will roll as well. It has +3, the other dice are +4. Set rolls 2, the soldiers roll only 1, and the unknown organism will beat them all with a 4. So it will begin with the first activation. And again, it will choose the nearest target, and in this case, it's the commander. It will have to use both actions to reach him, so it will not be able to attack. Set activates next, and he moves to the corridor here where the mess of Hobb is left, but he can take a shot at the soldier. Again, of course, he will fire with 7 versus 3. Again, a solid roll from Set that will leave the soldier with no chance, even though it's a decent attempt. He will take his second hit, and he is defeated. The commander has his hands full. He will, of course, attack the unknown organism. With a skill of 3 and +1 defense, he'll have to beat 4. And he will beat the defense score with his chain blade. So the unknown organism will take 1 hit. He will immediately try again to get rid of this menace. He will go down with 1 because it's his second attempt. He rolls 9, and the unknown organism does the same. Let's see if we can try to avoid breaking another containment tank. Well, but he will not hit with his second swing with the chain blade. Razor will open the crate here and find his equipment. He will not have time to check it out. He'll just continue towards the door and open it. And down the corridor, he can see Evangeline. The soldier will move 4 inches, and that first action will take him into line of sight of the unknown organism, fighting his commander. He will immediately shoot. It's 6 versus 4. Not a very good shot. And the unknown organism will defend the shot. Still alive. And what about the containment tank here? The soldier must check if he has his bursts under control, and he definitely has. He rolls a 10 here. So no containment tank will take damage, but he will also not hit his primary target. Let's go to round number 5. Again, it's a 3-way initiative. The soldiers this time will win, and then the unknown organism, and finally Set will activate last. The commander will immediately take advantage of the initiative and swing his chain blade at the unknown organism to defeat it once and for all, and he is successful. The swing with the chain blade will cut down the unknown organism, and it will die in the center of the spacecraft. And then he takes a chance. He moves 4 inches. His second action is to move to Set and face him in melee combat. And why could that be a good idea? Well, because Set is not a close combat specialist. He will be able to fight with 4 versus 4. But it's with his bare hands. He rolls a 6, and he will still take down the commander. It was a huge chance. The commander with his chain blade definitely had the advantage, but Set turned around and punched him right in the face. And Set will use his second action to search the crate for valuables, and that will bring him closer to completing all the objectives of the mission. Only 1 soldier left. He will just be able to reach the corridor with his first movement, and then he will have a clear line of sight and a shot at Razor. He shoots with his rifle, +6. Razor only has his skill to try to dodge the bullet. He has no armor. Solid roll from the soldier. Razor will not dodge the bullet here. The soldier will hit, and Razor will take his first wound. Razor can activate as the final activation in this round. he will choose to move first down the corridor and then have a shot at the soldier. He will have one shot with his pistol at +5 versus the soldier's 4 because he's in cover. And that's a low roll from Racer. He took a chance moving down the corridor, and now he will not hit the soldier. He's a sitting duck in the middle of the corridor. Initiative in the next round will definitely be very decisive. Round number 6. With the commander out, the soldier will only add 3 to the initiative roll. Set will still add 4. Set rolls 4, and he is beaten by the soldier. And that means Racer could be finished now. The soldier will, of course, activate, and he will fire at Racer. And with 9, Racer will have no chance. He cannot dodge anywhere in the corridor. He will take his second hit, and he is shot down. Zed can hear the shot and the scream. And he knows now that he is the only one in the Warband still standing inside the spacecraft. He will use both his actions to move into the middle and face the soldier in a final shootout. Question is, who will fire first? Only 2 Warband members left, and the roll for initiative goes to the soldier. He will win and fire first, and of course he will pull the trigger at Zed. He fires with 6, and Zed has 6 in defense. They both roll 5. Zed dodges the first shot, but the soldier can fire again. This time he will fire with 5 instead of 6. His second shot will be slightly less precise. And he rolls a critical failure. He will definitely not hit Zed, but he will hit something else. The containment tank just besides Zed, and another unknown organism will break free. Zed now faces a soldier as well as a loose unknown organism, but he will fire at the soldier first, and what a shot! He will blast the soldier back through the door into the medical room of the spacecraft, and now the soldier is definitely dealt with. Then he will turn around and take a shot at the unknown organism. He will go down to 6 because it's his second shot, but again he will roll really, really good. 9 this time. The unknown organism will take a hit, but not enough to eliminate it. So it will move towards Zed and attack with 1 close combat attack with +2, a total of +5. And it rolls a critical failure. A very confused unknown organism will hit nothing, but it's not over yet. It's now or never for Zed. This spacecraft turned out to be far worse than he expected, but he will win the initiative. He will activate first. It's a close combat attack versus the unknown organism, 4 versus 4. And it's a hit. Once again, with his bare hands, Zed will defeat his enemy. He will break down the unknown organism, and he stands victorious in the middle of the downed spacecraft. He will quickly gather the medical supplies for Millie, and then he will get his fallen Warband members out of the spacecraft. And now we'll have to see what happens to them. They cannot roll a 1, but we'll begin with Racer. And Racer will not make it. He went into the spacecraft to gather his equipment, help the Warband, but he will not fight another day. Hobb will recover, and Evangeline, also a roll of 6, that's a recovery. They will both fully recover, but Racer is dead. Inside the spacecraft, they defeated 3 soldiers and a commander, that's 5 victory points, and they also defeated 2 unknown organisms, that's 7, and they completed all objectives, that will give them 3 victory points for a total of 10. And in the end, that's 3 campaign points and then 1 victory point in reserve they can use. With Millie fully cured, the original Warband is back together. Now they will gather around Razor's grave, and then we'll see what kind of trouble they will get into. Thanks a lot for watching this battle report. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you'll join me for future bad reps.